fired.
So, but he was just named. He wasn't in charge. How long did it take to get the whole thing set up? It had to be much longer. They didn't decide.
He leaked it when he was a private citizen,
no,
not
he did
when
not.
he. Yes,
no,
he
did.
did.
Not.
Yes, he
They
did.
were just talking about put it in the news.
Well, then you heard something different than I did.
I hear a lot of things different than you do.
Well,
and I interpret them differently than you do. You interpret it differently than I do. But the thing is, he was on duty at the time. It had to be because he said he did it to see if they would go set up a independent prosecutor. So that had to be like a month before that. It takes a while for them to decide to set up an independent prosecutor. They didn't do it overnight.
No, you name him. You name the person, Mueller. That's the person.
How long did it take before they decide to even do it? It was the same day?
No, but even if he gave it to him the next day when he was no longer FBI
But
director.
he leaked it when he was working.
No, he didn't. He leaked it after.
He couldn't have because he leaked it while he was working so they would find the prosecutor. Don't you understand? Think about it. He wanted for there to be a prosecutor before he left.
I don't think he leaked it. Somebody else leaked it. I don't think it was him.
He gave it to another guy and he said, please give it to the newspapers. That's leaking it. Okay? Nobody's disagreeing about it. He said he did it. He proudly said he did it.
If he leaks, he should wear Depends undergarments. You know, they have a thing for
what
that.
What he said was, I was there, I'm talking to the guy, and I just wrote down some private notes. But when you're working, you can't do private notes. And he knows that.
No, the notes that he was taking was just for the very reason that most people feel Trump
No, it wasn't the
lying.
Trump notes. It wasn't the Trump notes
Okay.
talking about. I'm talking about when he wrote down the notes to leak them out. He was still in the office. He had to be.
No, I don't think so.
He did it so they would get a prosecutor.
That much I know.
So he had to do it before he left the office. Because they already had a prosecutor when he went into office.
No, he was fired already.
Same day as the prosecutor, new prosecutor was put in. It's impossible for him to do it.
He leaked it after that.
No.
He leaked it. Even every news outlet, except probably for Fox, said that he leaked it after he was a private citizen. And when you're a private citizen, you can do whatever you want.
Why do you have to leak it then? Why didn't you just say it?
Because that's when he wanted the private prosecutor.
Yeah, but he was still in office. Yeah, I'll show you. I got to do everything over here.
No, you just
fake news. Stop it.
No, you just work the computer. That's all.
You do give us fake news, Doc. Don't give fake news to people. We're known for not giving fake news.
We give no news.
Yeah, that's why it's not fake. Okay.
Well, the fact that we made... What?
When... Gotta spell it right first. When did
Comey
leak his...
leak info. Just to leak information.
Notes. It's the same difference, right? Okay.
All right, and that's as per whose view?
I'm just reading when. There's no view. Just saying when.
Jonathan Turley's a well-known...
Yeah, it's nothing to do with well-known or not.
Well, all right, it says, did he? Wait, what are you doing? I'm trying to read it.
I'm sorry, guys. Read it out to the audience.
I don't have my reading glasses.
So how are you reading it?
Best I can.
I'm sorry, but I can't.
One of the most interesting new disclosures today in the Comey hearing was the admission by former FBI Director James Comey that he intentionally used a friend on the Columbia Law faculty to leak his memos to the media. Comey says he did so to force the appointment of a special prosecutor. But he was no longer FBI director.
No. What does it say that? Are you reading something that doesn't exist?
No, he was no longer.
Well, read it.
They're
not saying it.
I'm saying it.
Don't put comments and read it. They'll tell you.
However, those memos could be viewed as a government record and potential evidence in a criminal investigation. It says he was.
Doesn't say anything. If they'll consider government notes that he was working still. Come on.
No, he was no longer FBI director. The problem is that Comey's description of his use of the FBI computer.
FBI computer. He had to be on duty if he's doing it on an FBI computer. Mark, think.
No, he was typing the
notes. On an FBI computer.
This was after he met with Trump. He was still FBI, employed by the FBI. He hadn't been fired yet. Don't you understand that? That's why he had use of the FBI computer.
And those are FBI notes. Now that you can't let him out anymore.
The problem is that Comey's description of the use of the FBI computer to create memoranda to file suggests that these are arguably government documents. Comey admitted that he thought he raised the issue with his staff and recognized that they might be needed by the Department of Congress.
So he's working for the FBI when he did it.
They read like a type of field 302 form, whatever that is, which are core investigatory documents. The admission of the leak of the memos is problematic given to the overall controversy involving leakers undermining the administration. Indeed, it creates a curious scene of a former director, leaking material against the president after the president repeatedly asked him to crack down on leakers.
Yeah, but he printed it while he's in the office. So now he took notes out of the office after he...
That he did on purpose to...
Which is illegal.
Besides being the subject of a non-disclosure agreement, Comey falls under federal laws governing the disclosure of classified and non-classified information. Assuming that the memos were not classified, though it seems odd that it would not be classified, even on a confidential level, there is, and it says some congressional number, whatever that is, which makes it a crime to steal, sell, or convey any record, voucher, money, or thing of value of the United States of or any department or agency thereof. All right, so
and there are also ethical and departmental rules against the use of material to damage a former representative person or individual or firm related to prior presentations. Okay, he did it. It was illegal. This is a guy you respect him. I think Jonathan Turley, right?
Yeah,
and he's telling you what he did.
I think he's a law professor at Georgetown.
And everybody said that. He's not the first one. I picked the first notes on it. I mean, nobody's arguing it. I don't understand. It's these people. I'm sorry, Mark, but it's Democrats like you who don't listen, only hear what they want to hear. When it's in black and white, I'll go with black and white every time than trust my ears. Okay? Thank you.
Now
yes, one for the Rev.
No, you like the women on Fox. That's why you enjoy watching that.
So do you. It's the only thing you like about Fox.
That's true.
And I didn't hear this on Fox.
But I have nothing in common with any of them.
But I didn't hear this on Fox.
Okay.
I didn't hear from anybody. I figured it out.
Shut up and play music.
I figured it out. I looked it up.
You figured it out?
Yeah, and
that's a first.
And I read it, and I said, yes, illegal. I said it was illegal from the start, but I wanted to make sure. Okay? Now here comes the next bam, bam, boom, bomb.
What?
I'm going to get screwed.
What? What are you talking about?
Trump has records of all those conversations.
So he says.
No, he didn't
Nobody really knows. He talks about tapes. He talks about tapes.
He didn't say there are any tapes, by the way. He never said it.
Yes, he did. He alluded to the fact that he has
but
tapes.
He didn't say it. Never said it. He said, you'll find out very soon, is what he said. Do you have tapes, Mr. President? He said, yes, but you'll find out soon, and they're pretty boring.
Yes, I know. I heard all that.
Pretty boring. So, and whatever I have to tell you is boring.
But Comey himself says his exact words, Lordy, I certainly hope he does have tapes.
And saying, and thinking, Lord, I hope they don't. We'll find out soon. Trump says he'll give us something. If they're both calling each other liars, so one of them is perjuring under oath.
Look, I might not agree.
One of them is perjuring under oath.
I might not agree with what Comey did with regard to Hillary in the election, but when it comes to believing either Comey or Trump, I know who to believe.
Well, most people don't believe him.
Well,
70% of the country don't trust him. All I said, one of the two committed perjury.
Well, we'll find out which one it is.
So now they're forced to find out who committed the perjury. I'm not saying who it is. I'm just giving you facts.
Suppose there are no tapes, and Trump swears, like Comey did, he would probably testify in a closed session before the committee. Suppose he swears, this never happened. I didn't say that. I didn't do that. Who do you believe?
Trump.
Oh.
And you believe Comey.
That's right.
It means absolutely nothing. It means
like they say on the news, it's a he said, he said.
Look what Comey's done in the past. His track record is horrible.
I'm not going to argue with that because I know what happened as the election started to wind down.
He may have ruined Hillary's chances of winning.
You're right. I wouldn't say he ruined it. I said he's more than partially to blame. I told you, she ran a bad campaign. She didn't have a good message.
She sucked. I don't think she would have won no matter what happened.
Well,
but now you never know because Comey left some doubt in it. And she's using it for her next campaign.
Well, he said, I hate to think that what I did cost her the election.
Mm-hmm. Maybe he should have thought it right before he did it.
You're right. It's easy to, have hindsight and look back.
And say, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kill you. It was an accident. I meant to kill the guy next to you.
Well, anyway, folks, remember, 646-595-3275. We want to hear what you have to say about this. We're sure that some of you out there who are listening have an opinion.
Everybody's got an opinion. Just like everybody's got an asshole.
That's my line.
I know, but I said it differently. You know what they say about opinions. Now you can finish your last.
Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to play some music so the doc and I can decrease our blood pressure a little bit.
Well, we really didn't yell at each other. We were having a sensible argument. Make more coffee.
That's sensible. Ladies and gentlemen, there's one other problem. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what we're going to play today. I don't know. They're saying to iPlugger says Super Tip 71 in